say it, back, front, that's so good. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at S.COUPS and MINGYU from 17 with their track Worth It. We have a dance practice to enjoy and it's a fixed version. You see that? I mean, y'all can't see it, but I can. I'm excited for it. Let's go ahead and get into it. God, that looks so good. Oh, okay. Da 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 da. Ew. Oh. This kind of sounds like they got samples that are from the same sample kit that I bet the Lemon Drop from 80s. I wonder if they gleaned from the same sample kit. Yeah. Let's go. Ah, yeah. This is if they wanted to be a little Chris Brown energy. Ah, yeah. That's exactly what I want to do there. Oh my God. I love the shoulders for that. Oh, it's got auto-tune too. I'm vibing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. It just makes you want to stick your tongue out. God, that's good. That's a good section. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Do we have subs? We don't. That's okay. That. I really, 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 really like this part a lot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Excuse me. Oh, so good. Okay, here we go. I like the melts on this, little speed change. Then we have a little triple bounce, 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 bounce. And then we, boom, pop it off, moving it forward. Let's go. We end up slapping behind us, sending it up. And I like the subtlety. Notice that we're letting the legs get involved in it. So it's not just an isolation of this arm. It's more of a full body experience, but we're not involving the torso as much as we are in other areas. So I like that we do it from one side to another. And then we take it using these arms to travel down, little body roll, just to make it nice and energy transferred to the legs as we transition. I like the toss with the dancers cannoning after S.COUPS and MINGYU with the tosses. Really fun. I like that they look up. I like that the heads are really nuanced and match how MINGYU and S.COUPS are, approaching the lookups here. It looks like they're also looking in the general vicinity that they're pointing. It's cool. The crosses, crisscross arms with the rigid reverb of our choice. Not really reverb, but more rigid in our weight shifts is super cool. I like the clap, clap. They boom. Nice crisp reset. Then they melt it out. Now we've already been, familiarized with a slow speed change in the beginning with different timing. So I like that we use that to get us integrated into the verse. It's nice. I like that shush shush. I like that he peeks out. He goes, hello, I'm here. Shish, as a little echo. The lean in is nice. The toss behind is nice. I like where we travel it to the outside, sitting it up. And the little head nod is also nice. And then we end up traveling the legs, leg up. And we end up pulling it back. I like the lean away. They toss it away. And they finish up at a box step. And I like that we have our shoulder, boom, pressing around, which is nice. We toss it out, middle, swing with the hands going in opposition of the body, which helps make the hand look like it's traveling further than it is. And then they end up using that with a fun timing change hit with a double up. And then they kick it to match the bases. It looks like the slowest sturdy in the world, right? They kick, and then they swim it, so showcasing stability and a nice balance point there. And then we have a little toss, boom, with the setup with that shoulder helping knock with the kick is really fun. One side to another, super fun. They end up doing these heels with the arms being presented different directions on this. And then we end up having a fold over with our arms as well. Good phrase. And they bleed it, and then you have the choo choo choo. And then they have it's like a ball change with the travel down trace. It's nice. They double clap. He sends it out in, and it looks like we're about to brush. Then we hit it nice and quick, very syncopated to match the feet on that too. We toss it down. Yeah, that ta 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 ta. It's a very Chris Brown fingerprint sound to me. Anytime I hear it, that like that kind of sound. What is it? Goodness, loyal. There's a certain like R&B upbeat club sound with auto-tune that just resonates to that time period for myself. And so this is right up my alley of a track that I would just listen to anyway. It's fun. They clap behind, they have the let's go. Then they end up doing a little Superman in the transfer, and then we have some quick knees, or we're transferring, we're making those knees nice and accented as we swim that body low to get us set up, and it's mirrored. And I like that we have a transfer of a mirror in her, it's a mirror transition where we have whoever is moving on this side, their mirror equivalent, so whoever is, in the same depth or line as them, they're moving at the same as well. I like that. Over the press up, nice rock on that. The hop, they hit it high, low. I'm surprised we have such a high jump in this, considering with S.COUPS and his injury. He's not injured anymore, but I know he's probably super mindful of it. I mean, it was bad enough to where he was exempt from the military, and it's not that he didn't want to be exempt. That's just medically he was exempt. It shows you the condition or like the potential of it being a chronic issue, right? So I love that with the trace down, with the knee, going to the outside, placing the weight there, making it legato and smooth. They send it over. We're transitioning again, the little pickup of the feet, and we end up doing that again. I like the fun, it's simple where we're transferring through a slide with the pickup, but it's really nice and symmetrical because we're dealing with mirrors, right? I like the clap with a little scoop, with the scoop of the feet, which is nice. We go double, move to a new spot, out, in, and then we go all freaking day. That is exactly the move that I would love to do as a human to a track like this. I was feeling it in my chair, and then when I saw it, it made me really happy. So I'm glad this is in the choreo. Love from the front to the back, and they send it around really nice. And then they end up taking the quick knees with a trace around, and then they go shoulder, place it to the head. I like the double, and then they send it low. And then we go subtle with the head, bring it in, up. They're risen here. Low body roll, because there is not a lady in sight. They're talking to us. Here we go. Best part of the whole thing is this section right here. So they take it back. They rock it back on the right. And then back. They send it forward. That is gross. I love that so much. It looks so good right there. Back and back, front. That's so good. And then you end up going bounce, sending it around. It's like oh my gosh, it's a shoulder, just a shoulder ISO into a bank head bounce. That's grimy. They send it back. I would learn just this part. It's so freaking sick. And they go cross, uncross, like we're doing a walk it out. Not really transitioning with it, but yeah, they're making it its own little moment. They bring it low, shoulder. Now this is different than than what it was. So it goes da 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 da. So they're syncopating on the vocals there. That's cool. And then they head with it into a reject and reject transition. So some aren't fully rejecting. Some people would call that a jerk because of the song You're a Jerk, but the name of it would be called a reject. I like the double boom with the shoulder, the torso involvement there. They hit it over. I like the scissors, da 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 da. And they clap it with a pick up to the other side. Like we're about to reject again. Nope, scissors. And then we end up going heel toe on it with a tap. Swing the arms around with the quick knees. And they take it on the ding sound. They turn out of it. Gosh, with the swing of the leg, chest, sending it up and around to the respective outside. I like the knees from MINGYU. That was cool. They turn back to the inside. They lift up the arm. It looks like we have a shot in our hand. That's what this is giving, right? He says, shh. So the travel, boom, with the, gosh, it's not this. What is it? There's this slide that really trended, was it 2 years ago? My students had asked me about it. It's this pull of the hips with these arm tosses. I forgot what it's called. I know it was just something that was, on TikTok. But I like that we have the subtlety in the hips that reminds me of that, where it's not just about the slide, it's about what you're doing with the hips and your weight while you're sliding. So I really like that. And there's a subtle iso or fixed point going on with the shoulder, allowing this to kind of hang out and do its own thing while the rest of the body is moving and grooving. It's cool. Yeah, this is giving me such an adrenaline rush. I love tracks like this. So cool. They turn out of it, which is really nice. I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting something like Stupid Idiot that we saw from Uzi and Hoshi. It's so silly. I wasn't expecting to be rizzed up today. The little kicks are fun. They go, you're fine. And I love that echo effect in the back is really nice. They little knock, send it over, knock, send it over. They end up doing that 3 times. And after the third one, they send it back on the bases. I love this little party moment over here just with the dancers because you have both of your guys up front. The clap is fun. He says, hello, we're still there. MINGYU's like, okay, now I'm with my people. They toss it up. Love it. Am I missing wordplay? I'm sure I am. Is that okay? Yes, it's life. They don't have English subs here. It is what it is. All right, little pose right there. Ain't gotta do much. I like the send off with the clap is fun. Now the question is, would I be able to find S.COUPS and MINGYU as well as I'm able to here if they were all wearing the same color? I honestly couldn't tell you because it is so clear, the contrast of black and white. You could find MINGYU in a give me 100 answers and you can find them easily with that, right? So that would be the one thing I can't really measure, and that's fine. I like the head, shoulders, knees moment, and then we do a little cross step out of it, and then we send it over and over. Very conversational coming from MINGYU. I think it's fun. I'd say why not, With 17 as a whole, they could unit up to whatever combination. They could choose to dance, they could choose not to. I mean, neither of them are considered in the performance group. They're both in the hip-hop unit. So them having this type of sound actually checks out. It's cool. And I also understand, having Hoshi with Uzi, they're both the same age. They're my age. Love it. But Hoshi is the performance leader. Uzi is the vocal leader. So I understand in S.COUPS hip-hop leader. It makes sense why there was more of a performance in some capacity involving Hoshi because he's a performance leader. So any future units as well, depending on what group or what unit, performance, vocal, or hip hop or rap, that can determine the type of sound I think to be expected. Or I'm curious, I guess, from you guys, Carrots, of the expectation. Were you guys expecting a heavy dance nuance or were you not, depending on who the members were? I don't know. I wasn't because S.COUPS injury, not because of their ability, right? I like the Superman once again. Travel it in. Yeah, good transfer. So I would say the focus isn't really the content as much as it is the transitions in our formation. So I like the clarity of that hit high-low. And they travel back. See, look, even there, I really like that we have our dancers. Our dancers are going everywhere. Toss it up. Feel the love. It's that little head that I found to be fun. They go, hey, 3 and 4. That just looks so fun. Sending it around. And then we travel it. Boom, head nod. I like the inverted V here. They toss it up. Body roll. Now, same thing, but it's more contained because we're not, just spread out with it. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2. And I like that they use that to help do a breakage of levels. It was a functional cover up. Whenever you have somebody hidden behind somebody else, if it's functional, it checks out. Sometimes, though, people get lazy. Choreographers, being honest, get lazy and they take a member of a group and just smack them in the back middle and call it a day when they're an even number group. And so that's always something I try to hold the whole team accountable for. Not really the team like this, but in the sense of if it's functional, it's great. It's fine. Hide away. But if you're doing it just because you couldn't come up with something more interesting, then that's not a good enough reason, especially in this day and age. So I like that this was functional. I like that it checked out. And you have the heights that worked for that too. Reject is nice to spread it back out. Dancers did a great job keeping a nice individual vibe, but it's still structured enough for us to appreciate what the baseline choreography is. The hit is nice. Now they're doing the scissors step out of that. I really like that everybody is now adding on to it, and I like the clap that they were doing to make it, look collaborative, because it is. And then they do a little heel toe, and then I like the rock with the arm and the arm. That's fun. And the clap it is fun. Yep. And then I like the press, so it looks like half go high, half go middle. Cool. And then they bring it in. I like the ding with the head, sending it back, push it back with a tap, which is nice. And then they use the second tap to send off this arm behind us to swim it underneath. That was cool. Back to the swim. They come back up, and the dancers go ting. They run off. I will take a run off over a basket run any freaking day of the week. They have this little moment, and of course, the final nook. Boom, booty pop. Wow, this was really enjoyable. I liked this a lot. Which track do I like more? I think I like this one. Which choreography do I like more? Pretty Woman is very communal. This one also gives a communal, but it's a different type of community. Yeah, it's like okay, Pretty Woman is like during the day. This is like at night. That's what it is. Oh, spicy. They're both rizzy, right? I don't know if that's a real word. It's okay. There's a lot of riz and play on both, but this one gives the at the club at night, and the other one gives down the street vibes to a certain degree. Anyway, but this was so much fun. I want to hear from you guys. Y'all know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.